Hello everyone, this is Bantu. I hope you're doing well. Yes, as you can see on the title, what is going on in Nigeria, what is going on in Africa. And just really that's what I wanted to talk about this morning, because I don't I'm somebody already with the situation here over time, I've come to understand that thing will change. I know that thing will change. But still there's certain situation like truly kind of break you down, because it's almost like, when is all this going to end? Many people are aware of the election in Nigeria recently. Some people knows exactly what went on. I mean, it was just a total disgrace, like a fraudulent election. The result that came out, everybody knows that those results were not where those were meant to be. But for some reason, it went quiet. As usual, it feel like Nigeria is a big jungle where it's just the law of the jungle. There's no real law. There's nothing that anyone can do. If you have enough money, you have made enough money, whatever way you made that money, by stealing, by doing all type of dodgy activity, you can actually control everything that you want to control. That's just how it is. It's not about the truth. We know that. We've been saying it for a long time. I've been saying it for a long time. Democracy is not for us in Africa. Democracy is not what we need in Africa. That's another thing that we need to change. But to see that with everything that happened, everything that we know, everything that was very clear, because it was never like done, all those dodgy things were not done in the smart way, to say. You still see that the international community are calling the so-called president in Nigeria to congratulate him. That's just an insult. You see what I mean? And that's why you realize that whatever game that is played in Nigeria by some Nigerian politician, they play it together with the West. Because obviously we are not waiting for the West to come and change anything. But at the same time, to see them taking this type of position that are taking about what happened in Nigeria, that just disgusting. It's just disgusting for people who cry about human rights or all those nonsense. It's just disgusting. They will arrest some politician in Africa to put them in jail, to come and judge them in Europe, the court, that the international court that they put in place. But then you see something like that happen when I woke up, what happened in Nigeria, and nobody's saying anything. It's just completely disgusting. So that just once again should help people open their eyes and understand a lot of things. None of them care about the development of Africa. None of them care about the African becoming better. They don't care about that. They don't even want it. The more we go deeper into nonsense, the better they feel, the happier they are. So I was listening to that guy who was talking. Actually, he released a music. False. I think they call it false. Sorry if I'm not saying the name properly. He was talking. He was saying that the life in Nigeria right now is not meaningful. So yes, he took a position by exposing a lot of things on that music, and that he's not afraid of dying because the life is not meaningful. That really, really touched my heart, because I've been thinking about it, I've been talking about it. I understand that death is not the best thing to go and place yourself, because one thing is for sure, for them to make their point, they will not hesitate in killing anyone. They will kill the youth like they've done before, if the youth really try to stand up. And talking with another relative who came back from Nigeria not long ago to come and live here, a big percentage of the youth has also been corrupted. Meaning that the youth that you expect them to be, to be upset, to be mad, to want revolution, many of them are already into the system, the corrupted system. Many of them are already serving the corrupted system. So it's going to be difficult. See what I mean? Because one thing like that happen, you believe that there's a certain type of elite. I don't want to call them elite because they're not elite. A group of people doing something. And you believe that the rest of the population, especially the youth, is against it. And that if you have to rise up, the youth will be part of the first people to rise up. But a big percentage of the youth is already corrupted. What's going to happen? Who is going to rise up? Who is going to stand up? Because the youth are killing the youth. The youth are attacking the youth. Like the incident that happened during the election. It was youth attacking youth. Even after, it was youth killing youth. So, what's the solution? What exactly is the solution? And I've been saying we're seeing things moving a bit everywhere in Africa. Things are moving, especially in the Francophone countries, where normally things were never used to move. Now things are moving. So, normally we would have expected Nigeria to be kind of a leader when it comes to all those things that African won't change, that are working for change, that are standing for change. We would have hoped that country like Nigeria will be in front, leading that battle. But they're not there. They're not there. They're not there. We are living there where everybody is about money. Everybody want to make money no matter the way. Everybody want to make money in one way or another. So that's what people are interested in. And all these corrupt, evil people, politicians, know that. And they have been playing on that. Giving some youth what they need, giving them that money so that they can turn them against, they can keep them on their side. Maybe the question I have is that, is it really how you want your country to be? Are you really happy when you wake up in the morning and you look at your country? Because the fact that you want money, you would love to have money. And because you see how international, because now everybody is connected to internet, you see how people are living. Things are not perfect everywhere else. They're not perfect. But at least things are working. Don't you want things at least to work in your country? Don't you want, they're going to give you some money today, you're going to eat. Are they going to give you enough money for you, your generation, future generation to be comfortable? Even if they give you money for your future generation to be comfortable financially, what about mentally? Because me, I never understood how you can be happy, enjoying yourself, having money, driving a nice car, where most people are struggling, where most people can't even eat. Especially when you know that you didn't earn that money with your head. You didn't earn that money working hard. You earn that money by stealing, by doing all type of nonsense things, by attacking your fellow people. Because right now, that's another thing that is going on in Nigeria, where people are racketing people is a common thing. Anyone is racketing people. People will racket you for anything. Somebody told me, that relative told me the story where you'll be driving your car. Let's say you want to do some work in your house, and then you will go and buy some furniture thing that you need that you will put in the car. Obviously, when you're driving, you will show that your car, especially if your car is an old car or something like that, you say your car is loaded. So they will stop you for that. Not the police, not anyone. The youth that have been some type of milice that have been put in place there to racket people, they will stop you and they will ask you to pay money because you're carrying load on your own car. Like some crazy thing that he was telling us, I couldn't believe. The whole time my mouth was open because I knew things were bad, but I didn't know things were that bad. Well, see, you leave your house to go somewhere maybe 10 miles away. You can be stopped more than 10 times. Not only by police, but also by the youth that are there to racket people. So it's like a real jungle where everybody is doing whatever that they want to do. If you have a gun, you have some type of thing, you can just go out there and start racketing people, and start harassing people, and start stealing from people. Because you have some little bit of power. Or maybe if you know somebody who himself also is on all those rubbish, then you can just go out there and make people life a living hell. Like, seriously. That's just disgusting. That's how low Nigeria have gone. That's how low Nigeria have reached. And yet you want to talk. What is it there to be proud of? What is it there to be proud of? The fact that somebody who's an engineer, that guy is an engineer, he left. And it was people, the immigration official were praying for him, congratulating him, saying to him, "You're so lucky. We are working on it. We are working on living." And the politician, everybody is seeing a situation like that. Just because you're living your big house where you're guarded by military, by police. You have to be guarded in your own country because you know what you're doing. You're scared. You want to protect your life. Most of them, all the children, they will send them abroad. Is that what you call a country? Is that what you are proud of? Because a country is where you can live happily. A country where your own kids can live and be proud. When your own kid can come and live and be free. Nowhere, every time you have to leave your house, you are followed by armed police officer. Now, police officer now is not serving the public anymore. They are serving individual who have money and who can pay them. Police official are owned by individual, private people, normal people who can just pay them. And they will be driving in their big cars, guarded. You go and buy a big car that you cannot even drive freely. You need somebody, many people to guard you that are armed because you're scared. What are you scared of? What are you scared of? You turned the country into jungle. You participated in turning the country into the jungle. Yet you're scared. What are you scared of? Is that a life? So according to you, that's a life. Here in Europe, you're surrounded with a millionaire, billionaire. You won't even know. You won't even know. That's a life. I'm not saying Europe is perfect. Europe is not perfect. But the fact that you can leave your house, go where you want, do what you want, without being harassed, without being attacked, without being scared that somebody will kill you. That's life. That's life. Take my kids everywhere I want, without being scared. That's a life. But being in a place where you're scared to go anywhere, being in a place that if your husband is out past certain time, you start being scared. You start trembling. You're scared that maybe something happened to them. That's not life. That's not life. So stop fooling yourself. Stop fooling yourself. You're destroying your beautiful country. Nigerian people are so hardworking. Nigerian people are so smart. They're all over the world, working in big hospital, everywhere you see them, as doctors, as everything. Those people, some of them should be in Africa, working in Africa, working in Nigeria to make the place better. But no, everyone who can live, just live. Everyone who find any opportunity to run away, they run away. If those who remain there are there doing all these dodgy things, are there harassing all the other citizens, are there making the life of all those citizens even more miserable. That's what you call a life. That's what you call a country. In the meantime, you took all your children, you send them abroad in another man country. In another man country. Don't you have a shame? I know that all of you have sold your soul to the devil. I know that. That's why you have no shame, you have no feeling, you have nothing. But just remember that tomorrow will come. And maybe you will not be there anymore to face the music. Or your children will be there to face the music. Believe me, no matter what happened. Because I've been saying it, this is not ordinary. This is not just money. This is other things. We know that most of all those politicians, go and do all this sacrifice, human sacrifice, all this type of sacrifice. We know that that is real. But just tell yourself that everything at the end of the day ends, finish. So no matter what happened, no matter how long it takes, even if you're not there anymore, somebody will have to face that music. It might be your children, no matter where they are in Europe. Because now that started to happen where politicians themselves are attacked in Europe. So now people start locating your own children too. It will be the same thing. No matter even if they are living in the glass house, they will be found. So because you're making life miserable for everybody else. You're making life scary for everybody else. Yet, you go and protect your children with the money that you're stealing, with the money that you're getting in all type of a way, when the rest of the population is suffering. Just remember that nothing will go unchecked. Nothing. Even if you're not there, one way or another, you will face the music. That's something that I guarantee you. I might not be Nigerian, but I'm African. My children are half Nigerian. You will face the music. And this is not only for Nigeria. This is for all the other countries in Africa. Things have started moving. And this is not just human doing. This is divine. This is divine. No one will stop what have started happening. And very soon, each one of you will have to answer. Very soon, each one of you will pay. That's something that I can guarantee you. And that's a promise that I'm making to you. Each one of you will face the music. Each one of you will pay. This is not life. You cannot hold the whole nation hostage. You cannot make the majority of the population suffer this much. That bad. When you're there, you're not even living because there's no living. If you need armed official to accompany you everywhere you're going, you're not president. You're not president. You need them. That means something is wrong. You should know something is wrong. Something is wrong. That's not life. If it's a life, you should be able, if you get sick, to go to the hospital in your own country. You should be able to put your children in school in your own country. But you are not doing all those things. Because you guys have no shame, no self-love. You get sick, you go to another man's country to go and treat yourself in the hospital of another man's country. You're not a man. All the money you're stealing, all the things you're doing, you can't build a proper hospital. You cannot build a proper hospital. You still have to go to another man's country to go and get better. And you call yourself a man. You call yourself something. You're nothing. You're absolutely nothing. You are nothing. It doesn't matter how much money you have. Most of that money, if they check it, you stole it. You stole it or you did all this dodgy activity to have that money. But so there's nothing to be proud of. There's nothing to be proud of. Maybe if you have used that money to do things that benefit the country, that benefit yourself, maybe there you can say, yeah, but nothing. You have done nothing. So, you are nothing. You are nothing. Just let me tell you that. You're absolutely nothing. And you have no shame. 1, 2, 3, that's 1, 2, 3, they flew them to that country in Europe. They flew them to that country in America. To that place in America. You're not even ashamed. You have billion in dollars, but you can't build a proper hospital. That tells you that something is deeply wrong. Something is deeply wrong. Sick, mad people. Don't worry. Your time is coming. If you can't reach, we will reach your children. One day or another, everyone will pay.